G'day, Tragic here, and welcome to What's Next. Basically, this is like one of my old school kind of videos. I'm just going to list a bunch of games, and then you can vote for what you would like to see next. Now, if you vote for something that's not in the list that you know I have or just you're interested in, then just write that down as well, and they will make it into the next What's Next video for voting. I will just pick whatever's the top valid game. So if you list 5 games, I'm only going to look at the top one. All you need to do is tell me what game you want to play, and that is the one that's going to be played next on the channel. So firstly, we have Hexplore-It. Now, Hexplore-It is this sort of RPG-like game. It's quite involved, and there's 2 versions of Hexplore-It that I have. I have the original, The Valley of the Dead King, and I also have the newer one, which is all about vampires, Transylvania kind of theme. So if you want Hexplore-It, just say Hexplore-It. Or if you have a particular version you'd like to have, say that as well. And we'll be playing that. The other one is the Vermont Horror expansion, which is a fan expansion to Arkham Horror. So this will be Arkham Horror with the Arkham board and the Vermont Horror expansion board. And, just little things like madness and injury cards and stuff like that. If you want to see a classic for my channel, which is Arkham Horror 2nd Edition, just vote for that one. Also, I've been really wanting to play Star Trek Frontiers again recently. Now, I have Star Trek Frontiers. I also have the Star Trek Return of Khan expansion, which is like their version of the Voltaire expansion. So if we play Frontiers, that is what I'll be playing. I'll be playing the Return of Khan. So if that's something that interests you, there we go. Now, there's Sword and Sorcery. Now, Sword and Sorcery is a game which was actually voted on to be played ages ago, but I never got around to it. So I'm putting it up again to see if people are still interested in this. This is by the same people that made Galaxy Defenders. This is sort of a dungeon crawler, so to speak. So it's scenario based. You just build up a character over multiple game sessions, and you fight things. It's a good game. But I haven't got a lot of experience with it, though. Also, since we were doing, Arkham Horror, I thought another little throwback to people who've been around for a while on the channel. We'll do Touch of Evil as an option. Touch of Evil is a fantastic game that I absolutely love, and I always have a lot of fun playing that. It's a hugely enjoyable dice chucker. And finally, some of you may know that I never finished my Heroes 3 playthrough. This was a blind play the first time I ever played it. I've played this a bunch of times now in real life with my mates. I've also played it a bit on Tabletop Simulator. And I was not prepared for how long this game was. It's a huge game that takes quite a large amount of time. So I've chosen a scenario that's much shorter, and I'll only be playing with 2 knights instead of the 4. And hopefully that'll be a much more interesting game. And one that I finish. So if you want to see Heroes 3, but with better usage of the rules and, a quicker version of the game, then vote for that. So there's the options that you have for the next series, which is going to be either Hexplore-It, Arkham Horror with the Vermont Horror fan expansion, A Touch of Evil, Sword and Sorcery, or Star Trek Frontiers with the Wrath of Khan expansion. Now, I just want to add something just before I go. I got a couple of messages saying that I'm showing off by showing my board game collection and that it's distasteful or something. The reason I'm doing those videos is because the most requested thing I get asked in PMs on Board Game Geek and everything is what is in my game collection. Like literally, it's the most asked question. That's why I'm doing it, because I thought people wanted to see it. If people aren't interested in seeing it, I'm happy to stop these videos. It's not about boasting. It's just, people who collect things like I collect board games, they're proud of their collections. They do want to show people and hear what people have to say. So I guess in a way it is, but whatever. So if you are really not interested in these videos, let me know, because I can stop them if people don't like it. But I think people are interested because, like I said, it is literally the most request I get out of all the things I've done over the years. This is the thing people ask me the most. So anyway, so that's that. Okay, so put in your votes for the new video to come out. The thing is, basically our guest room now is where I play the games. So we've got guests leaving and then a new guest coming. So the new live game isn't going to come straight away. I'm going to use that time to work on my Mage Knight expansion for the P&P project. Some of you may know if you see my blog. So the game isn't going to just suddenly appear very quickly, but it should be soon. And also, of course, there's a lot of sickness in the house at the moment that we have to deal with. So, things are getting delayed because of that. Hence all the visitors. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to vote.
Where'd you get all this stuff?
What are you talking about?
I mean, there's just so much shit packed in here.
All right, what's on your mind?
It's just... I can't afford to buy all this stuff.
Well, you could understand that a man acquires this over a period of 50 years. All right, look.